The best thing to do after this is over, after it's cooled down, when the world is ready to resume back to its chaotic, natural, busy state, is to focus on the positives. Our next battle is clearly against the changing climate. One positive of this complete lockdown to focus on is to how low carbon emissions have gotten, and how much of a good effect the minimal travelling is having on the world. If we don't manage to keep it this way, we really would have completely tried to forget what happened, when we really shouldn't. I demand that when this is over, the United Nations and individual governments should have a plan so that this never, ever happens again. Nobody should forget. We need to remember what happened, who we lost, and the good things that came out of it.
When this is all over, I hope that it is never forgotten. The way that people saved lives at a rate that we never thought was possible. The way that people stayed at home, selflessly, to protect the vulnerable in our communities. The way that people entertained, encouraged and enlightened us at what we thought were our darkest times. The way that people passed too early. I don't want us to remember this by a figure. I don't want us to remember this as a sympathetic post on Facebook, nor by a history book. I want us to take this experience with us now, wherever we go moving forward. Because it has been in these challenging times that we have learnt to appreciate what we have and not be cross about what we don't. To spend time with our family when we have the chance, because we never know what might happen. And to not judge people not knowing what's going on in their lives. I want us to go out into the world now knowing that we can face any problem together, no matter how big or small.
When this is all over, I hope that we will be able to hug and properly see our friends and family, because I never knew how much that actually meant to me, until I couldn't do it anymore. I feel that our government should allow us to see more than one person from a different household, so that we can see all of our family and speak to them all at the same time. I hope that we will never forget these times, and I know there has been some bad times you'd like to forget, but don't forget the lively, the enjoyable, the fun-spirited times that happen with the people that are under the same roof as you. And I know this virus has pulled so many people apart, but it's also brought so many people closer together. Like your siblings that you never got along with. You're getting along with them now. And the friends that you never really talked to, you're talking to them more now. And I hope that being on lockdown has made us realise how much we take for granted. Like the times that you're with your friends and your family and you're just not listening to what they're saying. You're too busy focusing on what's on your phone on Instagram. But you don't know when you're sat doing that, when you can't see your friends and family anymore, when that time is just stolen away from you, and you can't see the same people you did, and you can't speak to the same people you did. But promise me one thing, we'll never forget these times, because you may be sat there at some point, and you might think, damn, I actually wish I was on lockdown.
When this is over, I will be more appreciative of my friends and family, and we should all try to spend more time with our own. The world should be a more social place and happier with the smaller things. We must fight to keep climate change going in this new direction and take simple changes like using our cars less or walking or riding our bikes places. The government must open their eyes and deal with this growing issue of climate change. It is our responsibility to change our ways and take care of our home.
When it's over, I want us to be thankful. Thankful that the NHS kept fighting, thankful that people stayed inside their homes to protect others, and thankful that it's over. When it's over, I want us to keep looking out for each other, keep looking out for our mental health, our neighbours, and especially the environment.
When this is over, I want the world to be more aware of each other, more aware of the environment, and more aware of how actions have consequences, big or small. I want leaders, governments, and people who have influence over the world to be held accountable for their actions, to be ready to admit when they're wrong, but try their best to have a positive impact on the world. I want money to become less important. I know that's far easier said than it seems, but I think if we can take one thing away from this, it's that when lives are at stake, money shouldn't be top priority, and our decisions should be more influenced by morals. And finally, I don't want people to forget. I don't want people to forget the devastation this has caused to the world and how they felt about it. And hopefully with this, we can become more prepared and prevent similar situations like this from causing such global devastation again.
After this, I hope that the world talks more and countries can talk more with each other to prevent anything like this from happening again. Also, that people in themselves talk more and make sure to see their closest friends and family on a more regular basis so that we can come out of this stronger, closer and appreciative of the fact that it's possible.
Lockdown. When I first heard those words, I didn't know what to expect. Stay at home and see no one? It's a really daunting prospect. Most days, I feel pretty good. I'm in the groove and my schoolwork is done. FaceTime with family, Zoom chat with friends, lazing in the sun. Then the next day comes, bringing a mood of glum. My emotions seem ever-changing. I'm sure it's the same for everyone. I'm bored. I want my life back. I miss family and friends. How long will this go on for? When will this ever end? Thankfully, this feeling passes, and I begin to see that while we've all been made to rest, the world has pressed reset, back to how it was meant to be. Nature's been in overdrive, taking back all the spots we stole. No more driving, flying, travel, cleansing the world's soul. So now lockdown is starting to be lifted, and restrictions begin to ease. But with the virus still around us, I wonder, who are we trying to please? I still don't know what to expect. Now, going out is a daunting prospect. One thing I've taken from all of this while I've been in my protective glove is that money shouldn't make the world go round. For that, all we need is love.
After lockdown, I can't wait to see my friends and family. I think it's important to socialise, but also take some time to yourself. We're always worrying about what's happening around us and how the people we love are coping, and we always forget about how we feel as a person. The virus is helping the planet by stopping many people from travelling, but as a world, we are not adding to the greenhouse gas layer. We should all thank the front line for risking their lives and helping millions of people in these restored times. When this global pandemic comes to an end, I think the world will be a different but better place to live in.